Alright. Good afternoon, heroes and heroines, and welcome to Practising Programming in C. Apparently, I'm coming through on the mic alright. Yeah, hopefully that's audible enough. Looks quite a low, but maybe that's the usual thing. I have like 3 different mic things here. But yeah, I think that's alright. I mean, technically, I suppose I could put a compressor on it, but I can't be bothered. So yeah, the title today is Forced Integration and Interbot Quote Retrieval. So the first thing, forced integration should be really easy. Basically, all this involves is Vim got X error. Hello, Crofer. Welcome to the stream, dude. So I don't know exactly what happened there. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, integrates. So yeah, basically, this only allows you to no, I'm not even clipping. I'm just thinking in terms of like getting the volume a bit higher. You know, so like when I'm talking quieter, it would actually kind of like just moves all the volume up into a higher range. But maybe it's fine. Or rather, so that to do what a compressor does basically. So when I'm talking quieter, it kind of bumps it up a bit, and when I'm like talking a bit louder, it kind of just keeps it in that range. But maybe I don't need it. And like having listened back to some of the videos, it does seem fine actually. It's just that it looks a bit suspect there. You know, when you sort of see it's only getting up to like just over halfway. Ooh. Yeah, I mean that was actually wasn't actually a full blast there. But yeah. I mean technically, I probably do clip at some point actually. Like yeah, my interface it does report clips. It like it's got like an LED and it'll flash red when it clips. But I'm not hitting that at all. I think if I were to like click my fingers in front of them, straight in front of the mic, you would clip it. Yeah, but I'm definitely not clipping at all. And now I can actually see that, so maybe I'll see it clip. So yeah, right. Template integration. So yeah, the idea here, right, is that a template has to include these 3 guys here, and it has to include the plane before the script. You doing well today? Not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, yourself? It's absolutely chucking it down here, by the way. Apparently the weather in Europe, like mainland Europe, is like they've got a heat wave going on, but like in the UK, it's like I don't know, just like autumn, I guess. It's like autumn, but without the beautiful colours. Crib's good, cool. So yeah, the template has to include these guys. It probably does have to include the includes as well. So it checks all of those things to check to see if the template does contain them, and if it doesn't, it fails. But basically, I'd like to make it so that I can pass a flag to the thing, and it just forces integration. Whatever you put in the template. Let's just see how I do this. So if Cinera mode. Cinera mode. So you've got to integrate. Okay. So one thing I might actually do as well is validate the template file up front. Could that work? I suppose it could. Template ID. So who are making a buffer for the template? Oh, we're mallocating the template separately, which is a bit weird, but I guess it's okay. Child includes equals false. Actually, let me just give us a bit more space here. Tag. Template contains more than one. Through the template. Otherwise, so if we're not integrating, then we do this stuff like usual. Then we free the output location, the template location. So yeah, if found includes. So this is the only bit that's actually. Oh no, this is writing out the actual file, isn't it? It's kind of interesting that I use different buffers to write out with the integration and the normal path. I suppose I could make them use the same one, I guess. I suppose the easiest thing actually to get this to actually do anything, to do what I want to start with, is just change this if here to say, if we're not forcing integration. I guess. Let's just try this. So let's give ourselves a new button. Well, hang on, let me just actually do the thing first. Force integration equals false. Yeah, right. So I think it's just like that. And then case F. Force integration is equal to true. Oh, right, yeah. So it's like the default force integration state. Like, would I want to be able to set it to force by default, I wonder. Let's just try it. Okay, so actually, let's just go and do the actual function first. Um, and this means to, well, hang on a minute. Nah, I'll tell you what, let's not make it take default force integration. I don't think that would really make sense, I don't think. With force integration, I think, could be a template. I should probably document what a template actually needs to contain as well. So let's just do that. complete template will contain the following tags. Oh, hang on a minute. Have I actually documented this in the thing? Template just necessary tags. Right. Yeah. Right. Template contains more than one. Cinera includes more than one Cinera menus. Template contains more than one Cinera player. Cinera script must come after Cinera player. Template contains more than one Cinera script. Okay. So I presume that these errors are correct. Let's just grab all these. What's the best way of doing this? Okay, right. Okay. So why did I put it down there, I wonder? Oh, I want it in the print, in the in here, right? Yeah. Okay. More than one Cinera includes more than one player. Script must come after the player. Contains more than one script. Includes player and script. Where's menu? Yeah. So to complete template will contain the following tags. Let's put shall actually, because I think that's how you tend to see that. Well, hang on a minute. Can I just somehow just yank these? That'd be nice. for all of these. I guess that. Nope. Okay. So it contains more than one must go to Cinera player. So yeah, the only specification is that player and script go in that order. Shall contain one each of the following tags. Includes menus, player script. All available tags include and it's just title, isn't it? That's correct. Oh, actually, I've got a list of them, haven't I? Yeah. Complete tags don't contain one of the following tags. Format string is defined to default template location. Ah, yeah. Fortunately, okay. shall contain exactly one each of the following tags. Shall contain okay. So okay. So yeah, if force integration well, hang on, if or maybe I need to split this up actually. If we're not forcing force integration, then we need to ask the question this. Else we're just going to write out the stuff. Hang on. Or if hang on a minute, if we are forcing integration, or that. Yeah, if we are forcing integration, or all of these, that's the correct case, isn't it? Did I mean this? No. Right. Okay. So now if I just say this, so there is necessary tags. Okay, fine. Ah. Okay. Ah, right, yeah. The string is called by a read memory access. It just points to the 0 page. String length. In main, 1370. Let's just give ourselves a fake template to work with here. Um, okay, and if I don't force it, yeah. So yeah, dying at line 1370. String length. Oops. The signal is caused by a read memory access. Address points to the 0 page. Images directory. So JS directory gets set to that. Okay, so I must just have got rid of the images directory setting for some reason. Ah, did I just do this a bit incorrectly? Oh, wrong page. Oh, right, yeah, I haven't set that up, have I? Right, let's do that. It's the man page. God, how do you do this now? I don't think it's make package. Here we go. So let's put 3 at the start. There we go. So yeah, how do we do this? If the first character... If the first character following any optional plus or minus schedule of optioning is a colon, then getOpt likewise does not print an error message. Oh. This of course distinguishes two different types of errors. Oh, if it's followed by a colon. Option is a string containing legitimate option characters. If such a character is followed by a colon, the option requires an argument, so getOpt places a pointer to the following text in the same argv element, or the text of the following argv element in opt_arg. Two colons means an option takes an optional arg. So, two colons means an option takes an optional arg. So f isn't supposed to take an argument. Ah, hang on, does it say anything about the order that you need to do them? Maybe if I just do it like this. No. Oh, I'm not breaking. Okay. Wow. I've got to remember to break. Okay. So if we're forcing integration, so we have done that, haven't we? And true, it does equal 1, doesn't it? Got to see switch case semantics, indeed. So force integration. So this should say 1. Shouldn't it? Oh. Right, yeah. So, Jesus. What I gotta do? Must come after the Cinera player. Oh. It's dying because of another reason, isn't it? That must come with the... Right. If we're not forcing integration, and found player is equal to false. Yeah, I suppose I need to actually validate this stuff up front. That probably made more sense. So that did actually work, I believe. So let's go to Firefox private. There we go. So that's good. So it's integrated something into an incomplete thing. Yeah, so this is all completely busted. Okay. There's been tags. And that printed off 1 for force integration. Yeah, which is right. Okay. So yeah, if I just go back to the template, and I just sort of say, if I say this, then I should get just the player. Yeah. So it's not a valid HTML page, but it has got all the player stuff in there. And that, I believe, is what Abner wanted. He wanted the ability to just output that for some reason. So yeah, that does work. But now I wonder if I should now do the checking up front. Do the validation up front. Yeah, let's do that. Let's validate it up front. Print usage. So here, valid default medium is false. Validate template. Yeah, right. So, force integration. Actually, maybe I should commit this now, just in case I make a hash of it. Force integration. Yeah, that's fine. I don't need to push it, I don't think. So yeah, let me just cue up some more music if you don't mind. Happiness is easy. Let's go with Talk Talk. So yeah, I want to template start. It's possible that it's actually a template, isn't it? Honestly. How do I know if there's a template? Yeah, I suppose it'd be configured, wouldn't it? Default template location, yes. This won't necessarily be a default template location. But for our purposes, we kind of will have one. I think that's a reasonable thing to just put in there. Because it'll kind of remind me later on that there is a possibility of not having a template, basically. Yeah, so we're not used. Right. So after processing all of these guys, okay, here we say if has template, then we want to validate it. So this is going through the template now. Just thinking if it is actually a reasonable thing to do, to validate it up front. But I suppose it is, because like the template will stay the same across like multiple annotation files. So it probably does make sense to make sure that template is valid before processing any annotations. Because otherwise you'd be like, you'd be processing these annotations, and then you'd be seeing, are we integrating? And then if we are integrating, then we need to then validate the template again. It seems a bit of a waste of time for each annotation, because you can run this thing on multiple annotations. doing more than one of those. So yeah, let's just wholesale move all of this stuff up, and then we can pull down the stuff that we don't need, I reckon. Well, yeah, also out pointer plus plus. I suppose it would make sense to just literally, you know, copy this up there rather than like cut it. Oops. If we have template, well, let's just go through. I mean, I guess we could only do it if we were integrating as well. Probably fine. Because this is loading the file in. And then we don't need the output buffer. I probably also need to do the template buffer out here. So that's available everywhere. And also, where am I here? Oh, this is indented. Wow. Just that it's so black that it actually looks like it was the bevel. Is it bevel or bezel? Bezel, I think. So yeah. So we're looping through the template here. Comment start. Output.pointer. So there should be no mention of outputs. Basically, is what we're saying, I think. And at this point, yeah, so we don't need to do this. We probably don't need to do this either. Where's the memory arena? Free memory arena location. So do we have that yet? Yeah, we don't. Claim buffer. Right, yeah, so we don't actually have these guys yet. Yeah, let's just go through and do these guys. What was that? Free output location, free in the memory arena. Right, so now that, yeah, at this point we're just, oops, just freeing the template. So we shouldn't be writing anything out. So we shouldn't be doing this case. Or rather, we just shouldn't be doing this part of it. Well, can integrate is equal to true. Okay. Can I get true is equal to false? Alright, so we're loading in the template file. So now we want to remove all mentions of output. And then here we just want to increment the pointer. Okay. So now let's go through it again. Because that's just automatic kind of removal of stuff. So if we see the start of a comment, then we want to go in and start to check our stuff. Find when is equal to true. So that looks reasonable to me, I think. Does that build? Interesting, so that does build. Wow. Can integrate set but not used. So that was the only thing that happened. Okie dokie. So now we need to do the other part of it. Template start, right, here we go. So at this point, so we've already established that the template file, we've already opened the template file, basically, haven't we? Ah, hang on a minute, what, this won't be available. Oh, hold on a second. I don't care about the template file, do I? I only care about the template buffer. So yeah, we've loaded the file into the template buffer, right? So I don't need to open the file again. After having validated the template buffer, I then want to move the pointer back to the start of it. And I don't want to free it. Do I? Yeah. It's template start, yeah, so we don't need the file again. It's interesting that we've got template pointers equal to template location down here. I'm going to say we don't need that. So which bits do I need down here? You know, this should be able to blindly just go through and find and just replace the tags. So replace these tags with the stuff without checking, without validating it. So it shouldn't need to do this, I don't think. Okay. And then at this point, it's like if we can. Well, hang on, we already know that we can integrate, don't we? Well, hang on, yeah, it's at this point. Because we know that we can integrate. We just do the stuff, don't we? Right? I think that's correct. So if we fail to open the file, yeah, which is a failure point. Let's just see if that builds. Interesting. So bool can integrate is equal to false. Yeah, that's a point because yeah, if we can't integrate, then we return 1 anyway. So we don't need that. Well, let's try and run it. So that's died. I probably lost something that I needed. Is it that? No. Template pointer. So yeah, just getting stuck somewhere. I'll still look forward to listen to point size. Template size is template file. I mean, presumably we get into this loop. Oops. Yeah, so don't make it down there. Do make it there. Do make it here. We don't make it there. Yeah, so that's the only point to mention the template pointer. Oh, there's another one. Ah, right. If strings differ on that. Goes outside of that thing. Okay, fine. There we go. Right, okay. So what does that give us? Well, it does give us that. So if I just change the template. Totally missing necessary tags includes many scripts, okay. Right, awesome. So I think that has kind of worked. Yeah, unless I'm missing something that has totally worked. So the only thing that actually accomplished was validating the template up front. So we only do it once, so maybe it's fine to sort of leave it in line. Let's just try something actually. So I'm not allowed more than one, includes. Oh, it might be nice actually. If it were to, yeah, if it was to go through the entire file, adding up all the errors. Because otherwise, you could like, I bet this isn't going to tell me the player. Yeah, it doesn't tell me about the player. Hang on a minute. Shouldn't this just work? Because I'm forcing it. Yeah, right. So, ah, yeah, right. So it's like, if we're not forcing integration and found include is equal to true, I think that's the sense, isn't it? Where's the next instance of force? Yeah. Oops. God. If we're not force integration. Yeah, so that passes it. But if we're not forcing, errors. Yeah, interesting. Let's try this. What I'm thinking is to make a buffer for the errors, basically. So we still don't have the arena at this point. It's kind of bizarre that, like, I've set up that whole thing about the arena, and we don't use it for the template. We don't use it for, well, I'm not using it for the errors yet. Here we go. Read all developments from the confident probably validate the template up front. Yeah. Well. Oops. Yeah. Just wasn't. Yeah. I mean, I suppose that the errors for the template probably won't be too many. I mean, at maximum, right? At maximum, it's only going to contain this information, I think. So, yeah, let's just Let's give ourselves a new buffer for the error. Errors ID. Error size is equal to, let's give us 1k maybe. And then let's claim that buffer. Oh no, it's a malloc, isn't it? And it's P error. Oh, P error running on like malloc, really, isn't it? Honestly. Let me just see how we usually do them. The alloc errors. arg0 and then return 1. Okay. Okay. Have we got the have we malloc the template yet? No, we're just returning 1. Okay. Do we actually give the template a name? Yeah, template ID is a template. Template size. Let's just give it a name here. Let's give ourselves 1 kilobyte. And it's possible I will use this errors buffer for other stuff. So has errors. We have errors. Errors exist, don't they? So currently we're going to have no errors. And then if this, then we're going to copy string to buffer. Copy string to buffer. It's going to be the errors buffer. It's going to be this string. And then we're going to say has errors equals true. Well, hang on a minute. Yeah, let's do that. I was going to sort of say, just check that the errors pointer isn't at the error location. Well, that's a point actually. I mean, I suppose that might be a bit more opaque though. Yeah. Yeah, let's keep going with this way. Okay, so the next failure case. Okay. I suppose we could also say, we could also kind of have an enum for these actual errors. And like count up how many of each of the individual errors we've actually encountered. Maybe I want to do that. Oops. Wow. So we've got a right error there. Um, 1438. Copy string to buffer. Errors. Interesting. How do I actually use this? So it's a buffer dest. That can't accommodate that. Error size. Copy string to buffer. So we're writing to It just points to the 0 page. Buffer errors. Well, the error size. Oh, did I not put the pointer? All right. Now getting some new line at the end. So there's more than one of those. So it contains more than one, includes, and more than one player tag. So now we're getting that. Yeah, more than one Cinera includes tag. One player. Oh, right, so there is a player before that script. Since you must come after Cinera player. So yeah, that seems alright, I think. This should be valid. Just double check that that this one still works. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's reasonable. Wrong thing. Oh, I didn't try forcing it, did I? Ah. Template. Did I not save this? Because this shouldn't be valid. Template.html. Where's the script? Ah, hang on a minute. Yeah, the script isn't there. Ah, I missed out that case. It contains more than one Cinera script. Oh, right. Ah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not handling the case if we're missing anything. So that's unfortunate. So if we don't have errors, and we as includes found, right? Yeah, I need to do these guys again, don't I? So if we haven't I still got these guys in my thing. No, of course I haven't. Yeah. If that and then we want to copy string to buffer. Template must include at least one Cinera includes tag. Oh, must include one. Didn't I write this somewhere? Oh, it's in the help, isn't it? A collection shall include. Well. Okay. Oh gosh. What have I done here? If that. And I haven't closed the thing. Brilliant. Alright. So if that. Oh, what? Oh gosh. No. Is it that? There we go. Alright. Yeah, I mean, shall. Let's just change that to must. Oops. Cinera player. Okay. Okay. So of course this produces an invalid HTML page, right? But I don't feel like that's my responsibility. I mean, it does work, but this shouldn't technically be okay, though, should it? So, I mean, somehow it is. Well, somehow it's usable, but I mean, every site needs to have the proper stuff. So like I don't feel like it's up to me to tell people about that. You know, like it needs to have the HTML tag. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm done with this part of it. I think set above as a pointers, in pointer, init memory arena. Again, I'm not using the memory arena for the errors. Just an end pointer just sitting there. What is that for? Like, where do I actually use that in pointer? it's here. So I first use the in pointer way down at line 1797. Annotate text. Oh right, yes. Yeah, so annotate text is the it's the parsed HTML. We've already set up a buffer for the errors. I'm just wondering if I should actually put the errors in the arena. And then when I declaim, just make sure that that's the last thing. Because then I could actually use the errors buffer as I go. Missing annotation video node. So yeah, like whenever I kind of do a return one, instead of writing this out to the thing straight away, I should write this into the error buffer. And then only at the very end, if there are errors, should I print them out. Maybe I'll leave that for later actually. I'll make a note of it though. Okay, so to do that, should we put the errors in the memory arena? Yeah, that sounds fine. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is now all right. Template style, yeah, I could remove that actually. Yeah. Okay, let's call this done for now. So git add this. And all I did was validate template up front. And let's push this. Okay, so I've been going for quite a while actually now. I've been going for 2 hours already just to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and eat. And then I will probably do the curling from Box Quote Store afterwards. So yeah, I'm gonna have to rename this thing. Yeah, I also can't really. I won't be able to upload this to YouTube yet because it'll take like 7 hours or something. Oh, that's a point actually. How long can I? I can stream for. I think I figured out I can stream for 6 hours a day. So I've done 2. I could do another 4 later, but hopefully not that long. And then I can just upload the 2 together. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Heroes and Heroines, and I will see you shortly. So farewell for now.